Oh man, all right guys, so the Dave Ramsey army is out in full effect. It's funny, the first time I mentioned that Dave Ramsey might actually be wrong about credit cards, bolts of lightning and massive amounts of thunder have now appeared suddenly in the sky. So if you hear thunder in the background, just know that Dave Ramsey may be cringing about the upcoming video, because what I'm here to discuss is that there might just be some small chance that for some of us, the fiscally responsible, the wealth-minded, the long-term, proactive, financially capable are actually those that should be using credit card accounts. So make sure you stick around for this one. I'm going to show you how my bank is paying me $2,000 today. We'll see you on the video. All right, guys, so welcome back. I'm here to talk today about Dave Ramsey being wrong for some of us about the use of credit cards. And if you're one of us, chances are you probably already know this. But I do want to reinforce it. Now, first of all, I do have a generalized rule of thumb. First of all, if you've missed a payment within the last 7 years, even just by happenstance, even just by just the slightest amount of carelessness, this is probably not for you. If you're somebody that chooses to buy things on a more impulsive level, things that you don't need, things that don't contribute to your day-to-day, or things that aren't actually contributing towards your wealth creation, towards your net worth, towards your residual income, then this strategy is probably not for you. And you should, in those cases, stick with a debit account instead and cut those credit cards up. Now, I have a hard time even recommending that to anybody, because by cutting credit cards up, you are basically admitting that you are incapable of managing great credit and benefiting from all the amazing things that come from having amazing credit worthiness. When the banks love you, when the lenders love you, you have an enormous and unlimited number of opportunities that people who are unable to access leverage and OPM, an acronym for other people's money, can access. So those opportunities are literally what made me rich. Without those opportunities, I would just be going about this in the traditional sense. And while there's nothing wrong with that, it's just simply not fast enough for me. And what I want to get into today is that I've been using a specific credit card account, one that we've talked about on our previous two videos, a video that showcased why you should never use personal credit cards, another video of why you should pay your credit cards every day instead of each month. So go back and check those links. We'll put them in the description below. And today I want to actually get into that exact same credit card account. It's a $38,693 current balance. And what I want to do is go ahead and redeem the rewards that have come from relying on this specific credit card account for all of the purchases that we've been making for the short-term rental property, which totaled almost $80,000 worth of acquisitions. In here, you can see we've got a collection now of 202,550 points by just simply selecting those points in the really user-friendly banking app that Chase provides. I can come down and attempt to get my cash back. I'm going to redeem this. I choose cash back over other types of rewards. While those other rewards might work well for you, I prefer to have cold hard cash, which means that Chase is about to pay me $2,000 for simply buying this Airbnb, fixing it up, and making money on it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be releasing a video soon showcasing exact results on that short-term rental to give you guys another better comparison of, does it make sense for me to buy and hold long-term rentals, or should I be buying for the long run and renting to short-term tenants? A very interesting debate, of course. I do both. And at this particular point, I've definitely picked the winner, at least for now. So stick around for that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and redeem a statement credit for the credit card account. They'll just go ahead and apply those points directly back to the credit card. So I'm gonna select that credit card and I'm gonna go ahead and continue. It says you're almost there. 202,550 points equals $2,025.50. Now, if I'm a responsible person with my money, if I'm somebody that's purchasing things with this credit card that are making me more money, if I'm buying income streams that are worth tens of thousands of dollars to me, not just per year, but per month, how can anybody say that my bank shouldn't be willing to contribute $2,000? If I would have cut up my credit card and simply cash flowed this through my debit account, which I was capable of doing, as you guys saw in that last video, the money is already set aside to pay this in full, then I would have missed out on $2,000 in this one situation. I come in and do this several times a year. So I'm going to confirm and submit, and there you go. The confetti has been launched. $2,025 is in the account, courtesy JP Morgan. Now, if you are a financially savvy individual, how in the world can you argue that Dave Ramsey's approach to avoiding rewards is somehow better? I'd love to hear your comments below. Please keep in mind that I am not bashing Dave Ramsey. He is the perfect individual for folks that are impulsive about buying. And if you're not actively tracking your money, my friend, if you are not running a tight budget, my preferred approach is by using the Cash Flow Cruncher, which I'll link in the description below as a gift from me to you. It is my favorite way of tracking my income and my expenses and managing my month-to-month cash flow position. And if you're not doing that, I mean meticulously, if you're not completely familiar with your finances, then again, Dave Ramsey's approach is going to be much better for you. It will be a much better strategy for you to avoid credit card accounts and simply rely on cash flowing through debit. Debit accounts will still give you free access to transaction history. Debit accounts will, of course, limit availability to free FICO credit scores. Many of my credit card providers offer me that perk as a way of attracting my business. But the most important thing that separates debit account utilization versus credit card utilization is going to be getting rewards. And I know people who travel all over for free. I know people who live in upscale lifestyle circumstances because they get all of their hotels and upgrades in hotels for free. People who are only flying business or first class because of credit cards. Again, my preference is to have that cold hard cash back in my account. And again, to just simply say thanks to Chase because it made everything $2,000 less expensive, my friends. So I hope that this has been at least something for you to chew on as you're considering, does it make sense to follow this really rigid plan to avoid debt, or can we count on ourselves to be mature enough, to be proactive enough, to be savvy enough, to be responsible enough in order to use the availability that we have through our credit cards in a way that's going to only benefit us and not put us in harm's way by risking long-term debts. Guys, make sure you check out all the videos on this channel talking about how to attack and eliminate your balances very quickly. If you currently have auto loans, if you currently have other credit card balances, if you have student loans, and especially if you have those huge mortgages that are going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest over the long run, you are not going to want to miss all the videos on this channel and then turn around and get yourself a free coaching session. I know that over the last few videos, you're seeing things on here where you're saying, wow, that really does make a lot of sense, but possibly feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all of the nuances and the ins and outs that come along with this. I get it. It gets confusing. And that's why we support our members. That's why we support our audience with one-on-one accountability. And we show you. We just simply create the game plan together, and you can go ahead and select a free coaching session at that. So make sure you get on that calendar one way or the other, whether you're paying or not. You go into freecoachingcalendar.com to do so and start getting some direction, because this is something that you can see firsthand makes a huge difference. If you haven't cashed out $2,000 and had your bank pay you today, maybe it's time for some coaching. So we'll see you on that calendar. It'll probably be me that you have a conversation with at some point. I'm very much looking forward to that. They are always a treat. And until we see you or speak with you on the phone, make it a great day today and take care.